I've just seen the most amazing demonstration. Don't want to do it again now because it is a diesel version. You'll hear a lot of noise. And before you ask any more, yes, it is available both as a lithium-powered unit or a mains-powered unit. Particularly important if you're working near, say, a hospital or a school, aimed primarily at a lot of different subjects, but great for the arborists. And that's why CMC won this award for the S20 model here. I've got in my hand the amazing remote control. I'm not going to touch any buttons, I promise that. But it does mean that with this, in the event of an emergency or anything of that nature, that an operator from the floor with this in his hand can override if the controls the actual operator in the bucket has. We can't go up because we haven't got the necessary safety harnesses today with us, but it's a great piece of kit. I've heard already of the gentleman who owns this particular piece of kit. He's been able to increase his income just in a few months, over £80,000, because this piece of kit, if I just set that down, is rather unique because it's so manoeuvrable. You can get into those trees, you can navigate yourself up to about 19 metres in height. That will give you the perfect position for carrying out those arboricultural operations. I love the basket. It can be interchanged very quickly. I'm told somebody did it in 15 seconds the other day. Amazing piece of kit. It was 3 years on the drawing board because they brought in so many new features. Yeah, we love the feet, but if you look closely in here, these actual tracks rather, are amazing. They can go in and they can come out. Why is that important? Well, this allows the machine to condense to less than 85 centimetres in width. Great that you can go through a side entry. So instead of bringing in perhaps a huge crane to do this, you could actually move those wheels in. It folds up to such a narrow footprint. And it's also told that it can go in perhaps some of the bigger lifts in buildings. So if you needed to get internally to somewhere, you could do that. So it's a wide-ranging piece of kit, not just for arborists, but thinking of the arborists, imagine that branch falls and you don't expect it to. Well, in that case, there's no cabling, no piping, visual or likely to be damaged. So important, if a branch or a limb dropped as you were cutting it, it wouldn't do any damage. We've got very great adjustment on the feet. Take slopes up to about 11 degrees, but you could pack one side of the slope out if necessary, say with a good old solid railway sleeper, then level it up. I say available in 3 main versions. You could have the diesel as you see here, you'd have the all-electric, adds a bit of weight, so you might have to watch that. Because the important thing, this fits on a trailer and we can then tow it at under 3,500 kg. Quite an important point when you're thinking of licenses. The larger model you can see there, the S23, you would probably need a slightly heavier trailer, particularly if you wanted to go battery options, that sort of thing. Trailer here is designed specifically for it. Lovely 2 pieces of kit. And I think these will be very popular with companies that employ good arborists to carry out quality jobs, but in those difficult to get to situations. So the company, CMC, won the award for Arboriculture, innovative ideas, to GroundsFest here. And I think it will go on with this model S20 to be very popular and worthy of waiting 3 years for it to appear on the market.